What are your customers saying now about the service that you provide? Not last month, not in the morning, not in meetings, and not in your imaginations. Most of you using ERPNext can't answer that question. So I built a simple tool, yet very powerful. This is a survey tool that you can use to gather feedback from your customers. And this is directly connected to your business transactions. Let me show you how it works. Here we go. So what we're looking at here is the interface that your customers are going to see when they are giving you reviews. And I want to try and make sure that I go through this very fast to keep the video short. But at the same time, I really want to give you everything that really matters. So first things first, here we have the logo. That logo does not come from anywhere. Let me go back. I have two tabs here so that I'm able to navigate quickly. I have this settings document. Here you can see we have a logo. So for the surveys, the logo that you want to appear in the survey, you're going to put it here. Here we have cool down days. Cool down days is ideally the number of days that you want your customer to not receive notifications. For example, let's say you sent me a notification today. If I do 15 here, for the next 15 days, even if I'm buying from you, I'm not going to receive notifications to do reviews for you as your customer. So if I leave that as 0, then every single time I come and buy from you, I'm going to get a request to review the service. Then you have the brand name, and then here we have a checkbox for show brand name. If I check it, for example, and I save, here when I refresh, I want you to see here below the logo, the name will appear, the name UPEO Software appear. And that is because I checked this show brand name. But if I uncheck and save, that name UPEO Software is not going to show there. Cool. Then what we are seeing here is the customer name, and here is the reference invoice, because in the system we have assumed that every time a customer is reviewing you, you need any feedback from a customer, there is some kind of an invoice that they have. There is some kind of an invoice that they have received from you, and therefore we are referencing it there. Then here, this is how the questions are going to look like. We have given different types of questions so that you can see how they are going to display. So here, for example, we have a rating type. You can do 10. This is a Likert, so this is going to be a scale, so people can say, I am not going to refer you, or I'm most likely going to refer you, like that. Here we have a single type of a question. Not a single type, but a single response, right? For example, speed of service is what I liked. I liked this, and then so on and so forth. Here we have the multiple choice. So for example, you can say I did not like the long waiting time. There was poor communication. There was, or if I say there was no challenge, for example, if I come here and say there was no challenge, that becomes an amazing feedback there. Then here we can come and give a free or an open recommendation. For example, maybe something like that, recommendation. So the questions that are going to be mandatory, for example, this, you can see they have a red asterisk at the end. All the others that are not mandatory don't have that. So the moment I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and click on submit, and that feedback is gone. So now these messages that are coming here are again not coming from anywhere. Let me show you. If I go back to my survey here, we have this survey template. This is where that message is going to come from. So see, for example, this is thank you for your feedback. We appreciate your time and your honest response. This is coming from here. Thank you message. So you put it here. Thank you for your feedback. We appreciate your ABCD. Then here we have introduction text. Introduction text was also showing when we started. And then this is ideally the description. Now, that is done. Now let's go and do another. So if, for example, I try to reload this page, the system is going to tell me that this survey has already been submitted. So we have also prevented multiple submissions of same surveys. Now here, when I come, so for example, you can see now, I have this response here. It just came in now. You can see the overall score is 7.5 and the NPS score is 10. So see, this is the NPS. That is the question that was kind of a Likert. And then you have so many other details there. You have the dispatch, which is ideally sent when the invoice is sent out. We have the customer, the invoice reference, and then you have we have the different questions, the question types, and the question itself, and even the responses that came from the customers are going to show there. So let me show you how this dispatch looks like. Dispatch is ideally this one, and this is created the moment an invoice is submitted. Actually, let me go ahead and do that for you. But yeah, so let's go ahead and create a new customer. We are going to call this customer John Doe, editing full form, and we do John Doe, and then here we need to send this. So without this enable survey, this customer is not going to receive any notifications. All right, so I'm going to enable that, and then a survey template, I'm going to pick this one, customer service feedback. So these ones we again create, and I don't want to go into that today because I mean this is a bit urgent. I want to do a short video. Then here we have reference channel. You can do SMS, you can do email, WhatsApp, or none. If you do SMS, you notice that survey phone is mandatory. If you do email, the email is mandatory. All right, so let's keep it as SMS, and then we do 0116 888 777. All right, then we go. That's ideally the most important things we need to do when we are setting up a customer. And once we have a customer, we can now go ahead and invoice that customer. So we come here and we create an invoice for, say, our new John Doe, and say this invoice is due maybe a week from today, and this is the item they bought 3 of them. Okay, and then we go ahead and save, and when we submit, the customer is going to receive an SMS with that. So I'm going to get that SMS, and then I'm going to send it to, I'm still waiting for it. There it is. You had that notification, so that's the message. I'm going to send it to, because I'm going to send it to my WhatsApp because it has some reference number that we must use. Let me show you. I'm sending it here, and then I'm going to put it there so that you see how it looks like. There you go. So I have it here. This is the kind of message that you receive. So it looks something like this. Let me put it here. It looks like this. Hello John Doe, thank you for you choosing us. Please share your feedback here. Again, this is not cast in stone. You can definitely go ahead and customize that. Now after that, you see now this gives you the link to your website, your ERPNext website. All right, and you can even customize that to another place, like for example the website that is outside ERPNext, the one that you are using. But the most important part is this part. This is a unique code for that specific customer, that specific invoice, that specific survey. So this is very unique. Now I can just go ahead and remove this description so that we remain with this link, and when I click on enter, the survey loads. So you see it already knows it's John Doe, this is the invoice reference, and so on and so forth. Now this is the description I was telling you about. Thank you for choosing us. Please take a minute to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me close this. Let me show you where that take a minute is coming from. If I go here and I go to this template, you can see thank you for choosing us, please take a minute. So for example, I come and add here Karani Joffrey, and I save. If I come and refresh, you'll see that at the end here there is going to be Karani Joffrey added there. So that is speaking from this, and therefore I have tried to make this as dynamic as possible so that you can go ahead and do those settings for yourself, and only need us when you really need something very, very custom that we must do for you, because I mean this app is fully open source. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this. I'm going to give them very good ratings. I didn't have any problem, no challenges at all, and I'll say this is amazing. Keep it up. Okay, and then I go ahead and submit feedback. That is gone. If I come back and I go to survey and I come to, for example, dispatch. Let me show you dispatch first. You notice this was automatically created for John Doe. See that? There it is. And it also shows you the time it was submitted, because we just submitted and this is the response. So after that, we can go ahead and look at the submission. There it is. You can see now this got 7.5 as well, John Doe. So if we open it, these are the questions and these are the responses. All right, so there you go. That is what I wanted to show you. You can ideally go ahead and it's very important that I show you how to create a survey. So here, this survey builder. So when you come here, say you want a new survey title, we can say what are you going to say? For example, we can say this is let me actually not create a new one. Let me use the one that exists. So this customer service feedback, let me open it. So it picks everything that is at the back, and then these are the questions that we have. So you can go ahead and add a new question. for example. So, or even if I showed you these ones. So for example, this one, if I click on edit, this is how it looks. All right, so the question type is rating. It's required. You put required from here. Order is 1. I mean, you rate from 1 to 5. All right. Question number 2 is the one that was kind of a recut. So NPS. And then this is it. Order number 3 required again. Question number 3 is this, which had multiple. I mean, it's a single choice. This is the question. It's not required. It's number 3. And then here you can see these are the options. All right, and then there we have the multiple choice. So you would multiple choice. See this, you have multiple choice, and then here we have the options for the multiple choice. And then the last question is what is just open. So when you come and you to add a question, you just click on it, you pick the question type. So for example, if I do short, you see these are nothing has changed. If I do if I do long text, this is it again, nothing much has changed. There's no difference between that and that, but you're going to see when you're in long text that the system is going to accept much more feedback. And you notice that also the order is automatically updating itself. And then here we have single choice. Now the moment you have single choice, you need to put your question here, and then these are the options, and you can keep adding as many options as possible. There's no limit to how many you can add here. All right, and then the other thing after that is the multiple choice. Multiple choice is the same question, and then you can pick required or whatever, and then here you add options for the multiple choice. And then after that we have what? We have rating. Rating again, you can pick whether you want to rate from 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. It's going to generate those number of stars. And then here we have a yes or no question, so it's going to become a yes or no. Let me say are you happy, for example. It's a yes or no. I can save it. That's going to come here. Are you happy? And I can edit it anytime. And I can even say this is required, and then I can say instead of being 6, let me push it down up here. You see, so you can even quickly put it there. I can save this survey, and that's going to go ahead and update my survey at the back. Let me show you. So if I come here to this survey builder, no survey builder rather, but this template, you're going to notice that it has been updated, and now it has much more. It has more questions. Survey questions. There it is. These have been updated, and this is the one that we just created. Where is it? This one, yes or no, is the one that we just created. Let's go ahead and show you the last one. So if I come here and I say I want a new question, I can say NPS. We had already seen it. So we have absolutely customized this, the place where you create your surveys, to make an amazing experience for you when you are creating. But again, remember, when you're on board, we can even, if you really need us to give you any kind of support, we can go ahead and give you exactly that. So I want to leave it here because I don't want to make a very long video. But if you really need us to support you in this, you can let us know. But ideally, the application is going to be open source, and it's going to be accessible to anybody who needs this kind of thing for their business. Cheers, and see you next time.